Yɛbɛkɔ ahoma no so akɔ akɔdi nkɔmmɔ. Na yɛn nkɔmmɔ no de yɛbɛkɔ back to parliament. And I have on the line a member of parliament, and he is MP for Esunafo South constituency. Obekaya, NA Attorney General, Eddie Nipa, Enumanase, and Naibi, I prefer charges against them. And bear 52 in total. For Saglemi housing project, no? But before some member honorable Akwaba, no? Obi, good afternoon. Did I hear this guy from the US saying he paid $400 for his PCR test in my country, Denmark? No, I'm cousin Denmark. Was it US? US. Okay, for PCR test in my country, Denmark, everything is free. All the COVID tests are free. That's why it is good to live in a welfare state like Denmark. You know, America has independence, but Denmark does not have independence in this country. It's been existing since God created this universe. Our flag came from the heavens. A blessed country. Mr. President in Denmark, I hear you. We say, yesterday was the 85th birthday of Mr. Fred Ajeman Beko. Belated happy birthday, Daddy, from your daughter Cecilia Moaten and her family in Oslo, Norway. Thank you. Another welfare state there. Oslo in Norway. Okay. Honorable Eric Opoku, MP for Asunafo South constituency. Honorable Akwaba Pomi there. Ejana Dumia any crying kakra. Mejidi say constituency so ye boko. Honorable na say constituency boko there.
Obi nyame adarumo ho boko.
Eda nyame ase papa. Yes, nyame adom. Yeguso kakra. Na and na what share we enkomo e ba beto dwa Attorney General decision say or the nipa be numbi ebekwa akogina court efa Saglemi housing project na eho na our colleague MP Honorable Collins Dauda and so edin ewomu ebi. Dia me pese me hu and there's a time Saglemi housing project never parliament no. Now we're parliament at the time.
But parliament.
Oh, okay. And you were privy to the details of that transaction about parliament, no? So, bonnet tougher in simple terms, no? A day in a parliament approve on that fateful day. What were the details I'm more approve me pacho?
Yo, yedi kameda wase, namada wase for you answer. Of the Ghana constitution, no? It said, a man said, both be out of bar, a free amanone, biam. Now, so the bar, na sebajum, ma obeje approval. In the Ghana mind by say, or Bosnia, a $200 million. Maybe a free Brazil. Now, or the year 1,000 units, or the see a dying, or a mine. If you must have a jano, you have fire and Sasha, see a man of coin. Now, Uncle J. Persicano and Famra. Now, Minister, not Sabin or yet Western Housing Minister, Honorable Yiti Mensa, on the DNM at this agreement no ebaye. Now, Kenya, Yasha, Mr. Speaker, at my committee, my committee, the Amaniaba boy, say, he cannot mod your own the quiet housing unit. Now, there's no forensic or more technology beer. That's $200 million. No. It bet me a see a dime Marco and Pimunum. I have 5,000 units. I will omemu Edia Mayan. And no, Ghana Mashabaja, Ibobo na ena Yama Kwan say, Onfa sa Ikanonko na Onfa Nkosi Adino Emma Omen. Sahami win the buy him Edano Ewa Mashabaja.
Okay, into the approval amoma was $200 million to go and build 5,000 housing units.
Yeah.
Good. In the approval process, now I would want to believe, say, Bibia ne fa dine see hon asasi omuko sini was so how a dine would look like designs any Bibia parliament approve.
Parliament approve designs I had see dino. Parliament approve designs I had see dino. Na Brazilian contractors na ebeya jumano. Almost the beaches, almost technology, no. Then you almost see me, almost beaches, almost see the Marco and Pimunum, and almost now designs, dear, not a war, as you say, designs, no, a project consultant, no, on a contract and a bit generate designer, yeah, they ABC Dino and the Amayan.
Okay, Inti, for more as parliamentarians, dear, you were clear in your mind, say, yeah, approve $200 million. Munye Enfankonkosi 5,000 housing units. In the year, no, what we want to see, and it said out of $200 million, where they mamono, Mobema a dying craft 5,000. You were clear in your mind. Okay. And they say ebane sana. Say bia, yes, more approve sikano. And in how processes na juma, that money would be with the finance ministry, the ministry responsible, in this case, Western Housing. Say bi omu raise certificate and finance for it, you know, those things no ekoso. Say ebase ebia along the line. Was say changes bi ba yentimi NC 5,000 na. E was say a cyber back to parliament na.
Dabi. The idea of the parliament FM. And yet a dynasty, you know. A yesikama, ya kwajeno, a Bosnia Yakobana Manonino. And the man say, you share the terms and conditions of the law. Now, for Bosniana, the betray, I won't think I say, my Bosnia won't the other quiet say. I will say, who the other quiet. Never corner with your implementation now. Near Yanka that your cast over the quiet. Would the acquire day, acquire. So BBC, now when to me, and Yanni, all this can acquire the are. And you better have a boy, and yes, you cannot approve, you know. And to me, and yet, remember, say, Parliament has an oversight responsibility.
Yes.
In the committee, no cry in charge, you know. Every time who say, and yet, you know, say, you know, not explanation, you know, and yet convincing you have to do on. Now they also say, the OBR. Remember, say, Auditor General will come and audit. Now they also the first will be not on their first.
Because I've been going through some of the documents Attorney General filing, and that's why I'm Ibusa question. Because I'll say, and there's a story from My Joy Online. I'll say documents filed in court on behalf of the Attorney General alleges that the contractor who executed the Saglemi project has been paid $179 million despite executing work worth $64 million. Out of the 2,172 acres of land released to the contractor, he is said to have developed just 651.75 acres. The Attorney General says none of the completed 668 housing units is habitable, creating a situation where none has been purchased, loan facility remaining unpaid, and occasioning a huge financial loss to the state. And the Honorable said, yes, Parliament approved $200 million. I was saying, 5,000 housing units. So we share AG document our file here. Not just say, so far, you tier 179 million out of the $200 million. And so at dine cry just 668. The omusha says omusi 1,504. Bibi say, you know, should Parliament not be interested, say, Minister, Yamauskase Kusi say, Adena output na akwakoye say.
Obi, the Utian say, Ubu says you say, another can.
Okay.
But when you can say, I was very interested in you, the Giacosa. The Edicano. Edama Yaya Appruvano. Honorable Yiti Mensa, 31st October 2012. 31st October 2012. In Junior, Wednesday, 31st October 2012, Hanzada. Edanobenya details in our
Asempa FM.
Obi. Memao. Ye Hanzad no. Column 454. Honorable Yiti Mensa, na small kind, you read the Hokaka, now pay my church on my tearful in Antias here. Honorable Yiti Mensa said, Mr. Speaker, the issue about $200 million US, let us put these things in perspective. This company, as we have said, has been existing for 6 months, and they have entered into an agreement with Ghana Home Loans. Ghana Home Loans technical team has also examined. This is because they will be the off-takers. The houses will be built, and they will buy them off. We are not building all the 5,000 at a go, but over a period. We are not building all the 5,000 at a go, but over a period. The then minister, you can chair parliament, Ghana, you approve facility. Now, minister, no buy, and UPC contract with the contractor. And when they share contract, it's a project, you bear 4 phases. You better change, you bear phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. And what they share say, I was saying, you sign another contract. I have amended and restated contract, an agreement.
Agreement.
And then the specific details of the contract. Oh yes, first contract, and I shuffle no. And I like to call it that they take you over 2013. 2013 will take you over no. That amended and restated agreement no. The audition man there, instead of 4 phases no, you bear 3 phases. You bear 3 phases. Now, honorable Hizimens after the approval no, the 200 million no, for buildings no, a dynasty no. But answer na besi dynama ye habitable no. I was also we hear kwan wo. We hear drains wo. We hear sewage, electricity, water, everything. You need all those facilities to make the place habitable. It's the agreement they say government of Ghana and the pesika and the ayes edgeman. Now government of Ghana first sika mai. Sika we the amount of first dying makuma ko empimunum. Obi ubekwa wi animu. Na wasi dan makuma kumpiunum e kwan na ho esuo ni ho bibia no wasi agu ho won san minister na besi dan no yenso onipa na yenso den enti the minister no ma ye minister ni na nwe say obechem faces ni say what the 200 million na no e be ye faces no aye akwan no ane facilities ni na ka na osi kono a wo ton no what they achieve 5,000 no and even beyond etuche honorable Yitimen's agreement anymore. Or the Shemu said, Yayan faces, na yesi corner, ya tono, na ya be the other faces. It's in the parent agreement. And when you call it out a binding agreement, I call it out about ya, I was say execute. And also by restated agreement, or can I say move that's army bayano. It's the first phase of the project, 1,502 housing units. And
the restated agreement, did it come to Parliament for approval?
Payment agreement, I'm a Parliament. And I restated, I'm a Parliament. At that time, law ban no why UPC agreement or the Parliament. At that time, law ban. And I work Ghana in 2013, 2014. I say, so we UPC agreement of our Parliament at that time. Because law nankasano Parliament approve where we UPC agreement no. So the Supreme Court ruling no say BBI international UPI fanko Parliament or check the move
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah, but sir, Supreme Court ruling, honorable. The Supreme Court ruling was to affirm Article 1815 of the Constitution.
Yes, and explanation.
Absolutely. Even before the Supreme Court ruling, there was the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, which is clear. Yeah, but the Constitution is clear. Say all economic transactions and international agreement should have the approval of Parliament.
Good, but in this case, now approval the parent agreement, the facility has been approved. And the German minister for your implementation.
Okay.
And during implementation, I was implementation, so we contract agreement on the IAGMA. Senate was a Parliament now called the Obi. Yitimen's and the Noya and Uncle.
Okay.
And also make sure, I was here restated agreement I call the Dauda Bayan. On the Bayan, on a construction by the time, or a new agreement, which I have 3 amendments. It is agreement now in Parliament, no, and they call it the court to the OD Kaya and one day Wabroso.
Yemfa ET means an attaching in Anka.
No, Mr. Sir, no, if that is the reason they are. So, anything you have no concern, no, you be agreement on a simple. And you will be a second year of no, because in answer. And
I get that bit. But the point, right. The point then is and for the want of a better expression, it's here mabokrono na se emra edimia mintimi nka se asomesi nso bo krono inti monchi ono nso nka me ho ansa na matimi de mako
in this case the parent agreement now honorable UT mensa here is the thing say you the amended and restated version of this agreement.
Yes.
And the time national agreement no it is our call the agreement no UT mensa there no and the give birth to it is no focus of the Erikopoku na wu obi na obi nya Erikopoku nya Ghana ni obi so nya Ghana ni obi ani asem ba focus Erikopoku wu obi Erikopoku ya Ghana ni obi nya Ghana ni a obi sa wa ya can wait you will not understand.
No, I get you. Not to belabor the point, maybe we would have to move into that agreement. No, said ya woke no. Say it means a start. Honorable Collins, but was what touch and so who baby. That agreement no sought to create some kind of a vehicle. Ebe allow ye amastel a yenya 5,000 housing units. No, but maybe through a different arrangement within.
No. Government of Ghana, I was also Pesika, every year I find service plots in and Ghana, you have the dynasty. The government of Ghana in this Ghana, it is the same government of Ghana and execute project.
Yeah.
It is honest here, they are. You can Bosiana Yanyano, and your project be in phases. Phase 1, or you better acquiring your money in account. Yeah, Tono, near phase 2, no. If you phase 1 no more, no, acquire no more, no. Oh my yatra assassin, phase 2 so assassin. It would do Saglemi. Phase 1 I sit down on. A whole coin in Naya. Phase 2 Naya see your pine also. Ya I dress in area. So that Ubekia Yanway, I phase 2, I phase 3 now far. You can continue a dynamic Etrama housing deficit with the buffer. And she telling me now Obi, near I am one about Kuni. Union NPP for the Diakoniano. 2018, on the budget about Parliament.
Asempa FM on Asempa FM.
The Obetia Google 2018 budget. Open to page 99. Now page 99, last page. I come on, Treasurer, I want to say. The first phase of the Saglemi housing project is 75% complete.
The first phase
of the Saglemi housing project is 75% complete. In this case, the government of the NPP, Edin said, Saglemi, you're the phase. And what Trabre Parliament said, phase 1 is 75% complete. So the next, what the charge about calling Dauda? Say what the Nipe, Akoteso, 85,000, at the back. 1,502. Not the him here, you will. You can now can say, yeah, the face now phase 1 crown at 75. And yet then I said, you're all kind of this walkable, he said, what the nip I could just say, why anything.
Main kind how the Sawusha as part of charges Attorney General Diabo Nipa in Numia. Sawusha the facts they've put out now. In part, I can say on 9th January 2013, Credit Suisse disbursed an amount of $198,450,000, representing the $200 million less fees and transaction expenses into the escrow account. On 27th February 2013, an amount of $80 million, representing 40% of the contract sum, was transferred to Constructora OAS as advance payment.
Yeah.
The contractor, however, failed to apply the amount towards the purpose for which the payment was made. On 27th February 2014, the first accused, in this case, near Collins Dauda, who had assumed office as the new minister for the Ministry of Works and Housing, without any parliamentary approval, reviewed the original EPC and signed the first and restated agreement with Constructora OAS, represented by its executive chairman, the fourth accused. In the process, he changed the scope of works and the application of the $200 million approved by Parliament for the construction of 5,000 housing units. This new agreement required the contractor to execute the project in 3 phases over a site of 1,272 acres, whilst the $200 million was now to be applied towards the execution of only the first phase of the project, comprising just about 1,502 housing units. This was contrary to the executive and parliamentary approvals, as well as the facility and escrow management agreement. And earlier, okay, ahead on the fact that the executive approval through former President John Dramani Mahama, the project, he said 5,000 housing units. And you almost say, you know, contrary to all those agreements, Honorable.
What kind of or say initial UPC agreement, no? Colorado initial UPC agreement, no? And no, say you're very 4 phases.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
3 phases.
Okay, see any 3 phases. Now, first phase, no, 200 million in United coin to just the first phase.
Okay. No, I just tell you. When you say first agreement, initial agreement, no, it's you say
Asempa FM.
that initial agreement, it's you say I was say a year amended and restated agreement. And it's the initial agreement, no, Parliament approved it. So Parliament am not on amended and restated agreement.
Absolutely.
Parliament approval. The Parliament in exercising a power. I party agreement among to me say agreement amaye. Amended and restated agreement. I say here approval you. Because I'm not is that not the case? Obi nka ho so what you say what mean you no na ya proceed what ka ho ana so ka so nya e dia na me ka no ntaso
oh na we ntaso say or but the okay I think it makes sense.
So in effect
yes
self initial agreement na yes was sanity you no go court no say no parliamentary approval there sa approval no the man find one year amended and restated version
yes
which was done now Obi I say and no changing in phase 3. And you know phase 3 from 4 to 3.
Yes.
Now in the first is no. Akwani abia na nka dan no ho a yekoti si dan na anko ano. They say akwani ne sa na mani nyina abeka ho. It obviously the cost no and the same. Until some government of Ghana ever provided funds for those facilities no. What the said Canada na enso. And I would think I say the Cameron Casa and not Ministry of Works and Housing and check on the and the budget and none office. And the wife has said discussion is a very useful and I'm useful. The Cameron Ministry of Finance and a consultant our project knows you Ghana, your consultant,
Asempa FM.
Designer or AESL and the contractor and the designer. Bill of quantities are a mark cost no, never you know. The OA design on the generated the effect of bill of quantities and your man a backup 9 anymore and then the cost. In the contract and the year Jumana, not that consultant or cost site a cover.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Jumano and no one. I pay while generating certificate and based upon certificate, you know, not your Tia Honka. Certificate, you know, Owura Colonel da penso ye the certificate ni become API. Owura Ajimamensa penso ye the certificate ni become API. Yewura Atachia penso ye the certificate ni become API. Ade na ni nyina no ye de Owura Colonel da court. Ye de Owura Ajimamensa court. Owura Atachia penso the API and the enka wana. Enka skaro hobi. Obi. Hello, Obi.
Honorable me patron me tie o pa o.
Me just say eno hia enka ska no bi ana.
No, eno so keska ne ho. Why not?
Na e fact say watua bi. Wa si die so. Ye wura attack be plan so ka say. Wonu de nyo na e sign kata no.
Me kai pa. Ziblim obo Ziblim bidin yeah. Me kai pa.
Would you say Alaji Collins Dauda penso? Thank you, you know, no one signed it apart from agreement, no sign. No certificate now, so directors now sign it. So I then I call God and so court.
Honorable, now we can about the fact that.
But Obi said, "Me making what my
Oh, me patron, I matter was
because the democracy, no, it is for all of us. Now, you know, if you say a democracy, no, a uni national come. You respect the worker, Attorney General, or you Attorney General of the state. Or yet, my organ is count by a 100%. Tan Attorney General be aba obeye, tan be answer ba omoye. Na papa ye fairness and a yen ama of mining na. Because the area in the president a chna, ye be fadia ye adwuma. If yen na ye boa, e ma papa ye adwuma asembia ni. The wadi bone ase omantika ye ne famra kwan so asembia ni. The onye sa na fe ye tiatia no ma ekoye fe why Bonia, it becomes an issue. Yeah,
but Honorable Winnie this said and of course, Sema for now, Attorney General file processes and it's sub judice. Yentimi going to the merits and the demerits of the case. But say, yeah, na me say because Attorney General file processes no that no, and is here na kwa kodru mra. I could do court him inti yentimi fantastic. And yentimi going to the merits and the demerits of the case. But na me busa say if the restated agreement because yenye project no in 3 phases.
Yeah.
First phase, second phase, third phase. Me try the Honorable Collins Dauda na.
Yeah.
Na said you want to watch them no 200 million yent me mfa ni nyina ensi adan ne nkwa abra aban sika de be ya akwan de be drainage ne ade emmaye. Say ekokoba say yeah dream say ebia first phase out of the 3 phases near the 200 million no na say enumpo no just the first phase of 1502 no the yewie wom 688 yewie habitable 688 na out of 200 million no ye tuamu almost 170 something million enya na kakra
oje
metio
on say agreement we should say mobilization now can want to say 40% of 200 million no
80 million yes yes
and the chair what want to say Chelsea way what they not contract and no abra mobilization what they work one ho be ya adwuma and when put in man of so banko wa nya adwuma na be da nya osika and you discover way man we ya nya performance bond is a guarantee. So when you
Ekosiisen on
your man
Asempa
guarantee
FM.
na so so cheska with the magana buy. I am telling you for a fact. Say Alaji Collins Dauda. Ebra ye tia a mobilization, you know, or J performance bond. If you contract and cover this amount of money. It is a contract and a subsequent certificate to be our generate. Say in Chiana Cano. And was second consultant or prepare or take the kind of mobilization at the man Macacano or TB3.
Yes.
Or that is yet to do last certificate, you know. Now you see can at the man, you know, what the work on the ground, no, and the payment, you know.
Pepe. Yes.
During the time of Colorado, certificate to be a issue, you be deduction via water, you take from mobilization in Biano, it was done.
Honorable, because say, maybe I just say,
AESL is the consultant on the project. So AESL now, or generating certificate, So we were here, must say, Yantian Cano. So I'm not generating that didn't say Yanti be 10 city. And then if I call you Jumana, and other host of Bobo, a large Dauda, and you want more time
on
na
Asempa
certificate
FM.
by affair. Mama Kotiasika, any Kwasan Kamutia. I don't think, sir, for the sake of fairness, AESL will be done in China.
No, but AESL, throws another interesting angle to this whole issue.
Good. Introduce that.
Yes, and the angle, and said you work an AESL government architect, BBN, buying Jumani, at your money, Beshama advice, some consultancy services in Libya. But in this particular contract, and they had a case on the 15th of April 2013. The AESL signed a contract with Vito Hugo Cordenasao and Gestao de Proyectos, VHM, subcontracting their consultancy services under the EPC agreement to the company for $500,000 over a period of 24 months. This was the amount provided under the EPC agreement for consultancy services for the construction of the 5,000 housing units. Under the agreement between AESL and VHM, a maximum amount of $2 million was to be paid to AESL, whilst not more than $2.987 million was to be paid to VHM for their services. This contract also provided for 40% advance payment. In April 2015, whilst the AESL and the VHM were still providing consultancy services under the contract, the Ministry of Works and Housing entered into another contract for consultancy services with Rage Management Solutions, RMS, represented by its director and majority shareholder, the fifth accused, Nuvi Tete Angelo, for a period of 3 months at a contract sum, at a contract sum of $5.6 million. This was at a time RMS was not registered in Ghana as a company. Once again, the Ministry of Works and Housing was required to make an advance payment of 40% of the contract sum. This contract was completely outside the EPC agreement. Investigations revealed that the fifth accused, who is the majority shareholder of RMS, is also a director of VHM Ghana Limited. In August 2016, the second accused entered into yet another consultancy agreement.
That is August 2016.
2016.
Okay.
Entered into yet another consultancy agreement with RMS, this time for what was referred to as marketing implementation services for a sum of $2.502 million. Once again, the ministry was required to make an advance payment of 40% of the contract sum. All this while, the AESL and the VHM were purportedly performing the same consultancy services for the project, their consultancy agreement having been extended at various times by the second and third accused persons. Honorable Minister said, consultancy service in the original agreement, now was say $500,000. Now ye tria ebi 5.6 million, ebi 2.5 million. We and say obviously the enyeska e dia ye project nan kase was okokoye.
Good. Na me nche Number one, that time AESL engage consultant.
Asempa
Now
FM.
Collins Dauda. We are making someone in Collins Dauda. Now we need ministry. Obi.
Meet you honorable, meet you pa.
So.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Eno ye initial contract between AESL and VHS VHM no.
Contract no. Na the time na Collins Dauda ni ministry ho. Mo charge mo Collins Dauda na.
Na April 2015 na Collins Dauda wo ministry ho.
No, local government.
April 2015.
Yes.
Intina main sano na aba.
Yes, now two. Ghana government has a contract with AESL. The AESL, any company who will be able to sign contract, will be open.
say why for home be me and as a minister no.
Government of Ghana minister of home. Me mama will be Ghana government of Ghana any AESL assign contract. AESL so wakọ sublet na de e contract. Na the sika ye be the betri aka me for home. Government of Ghana any sa VHM no omo contract ama.
No, and no, yeah, AESL, any VHM, the sign contract.
Excellent. No? Yes. The government of Ghana found way. Government of Ghana, ne, VHM, our contract.
No, but the money here interesting, they say, honorable. Yes, government of Ghana, ne VHM, any direct contract between AESL and VHM, and it says, it was also under the EPC agreement to the company for $500,000 over a period of 24 months. This was the amount, This was the amount provided under the EPC agreement for consultancy services for the construction of the 5,000 housing units. But I'll say, under the agreement between AESL and VHM, a maximum amount of $2 million was to be paid to AESL, whilst not more than $2.9 million was to be paid to VHM for their services. This contract also provided 40% advance payment. Maybe the end say government of Ghana under this agreement not more than 2 million. Ediama AESL. AESL benya sika we edi not more than 2.9 million. Ediama subcontractor.
AESL under this contract, no. Consultants no say 500 million.
Yes.
Under this contract. Consultancy 500 million.
No, that's it cannot be 500 million. 500,000.
Okay, 5 million now. 5 million.
Yeah, $5 million. Yes, $5 million.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Is the AESL cover VHM another VAT? As of the not say wage 2 point something, wage 2 point something. Come on, that's 5 million there. So we can.
Yes, inti. No, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
No. Government of Ghana see a power. Because that company no VH something no any contract be rather any AESL no contract. If the VH you know a problem be with AESL, they can resolve their challenge.
Yes, but the amount way after government of Ghana be far home say while the AESL ni VHM contract no exists no, the ministry enter another contract for consultancy services with rate management solutions in April 2015.
Excellent.
Was it that time that Collins Dauda free ho?
That time no ni ho. Now we are in charge that time now. A bit of my explanation no. Omo bia ni ho ame metini na kasa. And the me omo permission. Tell me speaking ma omo. In that case, how would I be able to explain it? But all do to myself. At that time, Collins Dauda was not in that office. If the Collins Dauda was
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You can't say Collins to be in the way, and you are not cry, you have one because no any officer. And now, man, I want to explain the best to this matter. Me, man, official permission.
At that time, that means son and I
yes, and I mean, official permission from him. Tell me speaking manner. And I mean, need facts and also from him. It's way what the whole crowd about allergic on the other. Oh, because well, we say.
Say what someone say. Say we no mon fa ho kwadu mo allergic Collins Dauda.
Oh, okay, non count. But I said 200 million.
Of course.
And it's all kind of Collins Dauda. We cause financial loss of 200 million. Now we in our one. Now say I feel the account one. Obi. Some Collins Dauda went to in the public domain.
No, but the point they say
because the impression is being created everywhere. Say the $200 million I'm calling God so far considering.
No, na say no ntina honorable ntina Osha 5 accused persons when you just Collins Dauda pe men san ya yebo ni or accused person.
Read the Collins Dauda, the count 1, count 2, count na he say the American yes sir. So we read the first count now.
Yes.
Yes, the Collins Dauda 200 million.
Asempa FM.
And I make a choice.
And the basis for that, no, and they say, almost say he signed a restated agreement without recourse to Parliament, which restated agreement, no, said, say the project will be done in 3 phases all the 200 million will cater for just the first phase, which is 1,502. Area no now out of 1,502, 688 per and I already habitable, and that's where he comes in. Yes.
Restated agreement.
Oh yeah, no, dear. I'm only restating in some now. Yeah, the home common. Yes.
Initial agreement now, honorable UT Mensa, SIN. A can say, you better
FM.
Amended and restated agreement. In the Nunya parliamentary approval, dear. And you're not the colonel that you in here parliamentary approval view because Parliament are back say, yeah. And that is a fact. Let us see how baby I child consultancy now is the time when I call out the only officer. Obi, a man named no Edme. Somebody like Collins Dauda. Parliament away.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Wabamu makuma kongo chi. Wa make one. Consultative Assembly true constitution no. Collins Dauda can be. Onimga namra. Onye adiboni bia ntia o maya wosomo no da biarada. Na oye ever ready. Said Ghana say, "Ome nye na djuma ho enkontabu a onya ne da oye ready say obeba na de onim bia obeka." Na no kra o me say, "Sanya wudi kaka en sika no, yemfa ma Collins Dauda, yemfa ma ni ministry no. Sika no wo Ministry of Finance. Na ye adwuma no na consultant no generate certificate. Na ni ministry in the charter out so. In fact, at the time of Collins Dauda A3 office no, sika no mu de na o mo tia ama contractor no, na ye close to $90 million. Na ye close to $90 million. Because now mobilization no kwanye 80 million. Mobilization also the man give performance bond. So the year, so the year next can one find year man awaje. Collins Dauda ye performance bond no. After the time of OP office no, na ye valid. In fact, me check. XSA after the time NDC free akunya so kwa near valid performance bond wo no.
But the other thing is under call. Yeah.
And the 1 year makra. If you ever follow on insurance, no, not your DSika every no.
In the under Collins Dauda, no, said you working under him, $90 million was paid to the contractor. Close to $90 million. Good.
Yeah.
In the
payment, will be.
Oh yes, somebody who come over had that the last time I touched him about here. But honorable. No, but my Musa question when you now this angle now. My question is in the under Collins, no. For close to 90 million, how many housing units were completed? Are they habitable? Do we know?
Good. Some close to 90, no? Not 80 million. Mobilization. What the contract may say? I was saying my contractor, no? 40% of the contracts are mobilization.
Yes.
Mobilization is there. Or they work on one cost side. Remember, this is an international contractor. It's in the near my work, I'm an Obefa Ediaba. But what must say? The mobilization, you demand, and your mobilization, you see dino. And not the contractors in him say, you demobilize your whole side. In that case, would you find consider in your day? It is a big answer of now.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah, because maybe the NSA say a trio that you refer to budget statement by finance minister Koka say 70% of first phase, no? 70% of
75.
Yeah, 75% complete.
Yes.
Which is the first phase.
Yes.
But that shows say indeed the place was not habitable even post 2016. And it then calls to question how these monies were used. Because again, say we'll share the model now, we'll say Honorable Collins will put it in place. Here about 3 phases. We first phase now. We sell them out. Now the second phase. We sell them out the third phase. No. Yes.
When you say at the time now NDC so now materials what size a contractor no the year juma. Air conditioning nyoma or they fix ya. And no na just we are be habitable no. Now, dining be premium money in a boom. I'm not worth $6.9 million, close to $7 million. What is that? There is a report on that. At the time,
Ekosiisen
materials on site. I never seen a Jumana Daniel Brenioma Gugukumono. Now we're $6.9 million US, $7 million US. Tasmania money in our call site no kawa. Because says don't what saying and kaye. But don't forget that Obi Ufia Utimuno. The Uti Dani wie. Not a see for 5 solid years.
FM.
Not Obian Timwa. Obian Tidanimwa. Obi Ukomwa. Wabe Usa Dino. And this year, next year. So, and then, so what Dino, yet Jesse were abandoned for a period of 5 years. Now, so Okoya. Tenanka 5 years ago, with the 10,000 a bayer, and they would more than that 10,000 and a bayer a dino. But Obi, there is another dimension in our discussions in our you mentioned. I believe it is important. First, Abreno, Yama amount for SCS here. On the issue by now, Colin Dauda has been quiet on Kasai. This time round, or Kasa because Edu Bra, a wasn't asem no Okoko Yano. It was a summer of Biano. You can't not gonna need a or Tiafi.
Okay.
Ekosiisen
on Asempa FM.
The technology now our council bet me 5,000 okrano. A brand AESL no Mushiano. We realize as a country say no problem wo. Problem about kunye. Tabano na eyentia kakra. Ghana were building code. There were their friend building code. A building no, a buy building be a SBI or normal height. I was a enya. Not a follow shop in Lusa height. No. I pay a subono. Na chance here. A concrete decking and the AMO. And then AESL and OCI. And I'm saying, Hano, we are decking the Piana and time check. No leakage is not abem. It was here in roofing. And no can hope. So what they almost the other call for permits our assembly honor. Unya assembly because a meeting unya permit because a meeting code no. It is our changes when you are abem. But no your implementation. It is when the implementation we encounter challenges say ya. Who can call parliament say parliament? My challenge say we never one say means me. No, what you do is say that if within the same 200 million, we bet me a year achieve even more.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah, in any case, say payment to be a large Collins Dauda, pencil you be a biano. AESL as consultant no or generating certificate and justify why that payment must be made. And Sana on also ministry no Emma Green Line ama yetia. Now me baby back one one year. What will be what 50 years ago? Me and me attaching. I have a lot of respect for him as a lawyer, a God-fearing person. Or back now 50 years so. Or say ne pencil, omutia bi na nye on the fine. A director be the fine. Okay. Director no sign nti. Ebi anu nti ni amfa ye nua atati anka go and sign bi. I want to state as a matter of fact that during the time of Alaji Collins Dauda no, and also as a minister no, one sign certificate bi, one ya corporate be out to sign. Chief director na here. I don't want the office no court on that.
Honorable, my last but one question would be, sir, when the decision of the new model was taken, sir, in phases, no, the idea was, sir, first phase now, beton, na secure the second phase, no, meboa.
It is in the state agreement.
Restated agreement, fantastic.
Our parent agreement will be,
okay.
So the agreement now you're a
yes, the Mihu woman said the houses will be sold through mortgage arrangement with financial institutions, if that's what you are referring to.
No, I'm saying, what are you doing in SCDA?
Okay, ET men said a mother one now parliament approval here. Which is which? Okay, I've not read the entire thing. I don't know the entire document. Yeah.
There's a provision in there, I'll say, you better turn there, I continue with the faces.
In the Collins and so came to continue with that agreement.
Inherited binding contract.
Okay, fair.
And or implement it.
No, but mind you, say binding by he on also SSM kakra be 3 phases
no,
instead of 4.
No, binding contract no. Permitting say amended and restated.
Good.
But what man say?
Good. In the material, no, none of the any different from ET means at the end.
And yet a different 3 phases no quantity changes. Because it amended. And at time now, my clarity say commencement date you say, and you say no. That commencement date details 20, and the man that agreement to provide for amended and restated version.
Okay. In the number say the thinking behind that decision say.
And who say Attorney General so SRCT say asase no a ye did dan be si no.
Yeah.
Alaji Kolonzo that or theater so. Obi. Mami seti wa ha. Sa asase na da ho no. A government acquired land, government acquired land na to.
Yeah.
For the military. And I have a Saglemi project. In fact, Saglemi project it is envisioned say as I see a baby 2172. Senior Mensa agreement no attire. Now, allow the consult agreement now. Or say what is because no 1272. As I say, be answer so 2172 is fine here. But her numbers are 2172. 2172. And I believe say Omobono type on a 2 wine no wine be there in the year 12. But I see as a now.
Okay, because I think from my understanding what I read, they say Omoka say out of Asase and Dahono, the contract and they develop it. The contract and they develop it out of the bigger, land and Dahono. Any what they say, I don't know if.
Okay, I say on the second amended and restated agreement of a so about 1,272 instead of 2,172. And I make them say, if I find the piano, yes, I will be
on. Okay, fair. My question, I'm a person, Busane say, because again, the ministers are one ministry after say Parliament, I'm approval, took a decision, say, you should 200 million now. You can't see the Nina AC a dying crown kwa. The place will not be habitable because ye be in your quine drainage near the other. In the end, Fabi and yes, I knew mano. Na yente dinosaur, na yenu in phases. So what share first phase no 1,502. Because the 200 million in an echo in the first phase, no. So we are back of the envelope calculation. Now we are 200 million divided by say 1,500 in par. That would be $133,000 per unit.
Ekosiisen on
Say we are so ton because from an only ebenya sika area second phase, $133,000 per unit. Affordable housing. You would get people to buy at that amount. Ubenya sika area second phase,
Which say ya? Obey mistake akra. Because housing is in your pet. Ebi ya dan akese ebi ya nketwa. Ebi asase ya da hono ya kese ebi dia ya ketwa. Enti ebia ne senia no bo sitie. Ba ye ka affordable housing a. Enya affordable ne so kwa ne bo fofofo no atofo. Ensi se na ye to hono e na man ye affordable. Enti no mo ya arrangement. Say ye be ma mortgage facility. Under the mortgage facility no sa company be tue se dan no ka no ama ban at once na on no why agreement what you pia no nkete nti wutimu nyina sa ne abochiro mo ye no
now utia yeah but still you have to be concerned about the because minim say Saglemi na a 2 and 3 bedroom apartment meboa.
Yes.
2 and 3 bedroom apartment. The
2 bedroom.
Is it 2 and 3 bedroom apartment?
Yes.
Good. Indeed, a 3 bedroom apartment. But for a 3 bedroom apartment, said you who was Saglemi, 133 in the Enfano, the bigger the upper ceiling. What's it?
Yes, you 2 bedroom door. Now you 1 bedroom door. But when him 3 bedroom door. But there is something you really in Belgium, say Oko Satia first phase no, a better expensive than the second phase. Wouldn't why?
Me too.
I find now mobilize your cost side. If you don't make a choice, even you can say, second phase, first phase, you can be a hot coin in every, you be a hot dress in every. And you check one of my way, or be your fair.
Yeah, that's true. No, say where your first phase, not some the year count. No, honorable. Unim say, first phase, 200 million was supposed to deal with the first phase.
Yes, I agree with you.
Intimate chama. First phase, ne dear, and because I don't know about Eddie and Jessica, Eddie Aquay second phase.
Work, no, yeah, second phase. It is a second phase, yes, service floor. I find the coach out of the
yes.
And no cry, no, whom I say. Then she says, I can't the cost now, that cost, no, Emma, a dynasty on Qua. And then my dino boy,
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Anna, design is near the cost second phase.
Yeah.
Meaning I cost a better account view.
Honorable Matua say, Mami Musa, my final question in fancy. And the final question, yeah, Honorable. What last question? The final question is $80 million out of 200 million for mobilization.
Yes.
And so do the Honorable.
As soon as the contract no provided.
Contract they provide say yentria 40% advance to the contractor for meba honorable I get you meba the American say
no and there is this provision in the contract say who just says you cannot mana now I'm not bond guarantee and to so no kono maybe so
Asempa FM
and you performance bond.
No, I appreciate and the American say the payment arrangement, 40%, mind you, say it was still for the 5,000 housing unit, 200 million. Nipa ne 5,000, man, 40% upfront as mobilization. We CC and waba AC 1,502, and you still give a mobilization of $80 million.
Second contractor no, site no one or build 5,000 in 3 phases. If the enemy contract there, over the 1 phase per contract me, or yet all the 3 in 3 all the 3 no, in your contract the amano. If you are that road na year no the same contract on the year you. 8 years the provider you no year hojina. And then different contract on the way rules no. And just one no here.
And decided Honorable Collins Dauda is prepared any day, any time to show up in court and defend himself.
Oh, yeah, we have a phone. Colorado, Picasso, Cosida, were fed. Wait, your Colorado, Cosida, were fed. Meanwhile, I'm first, can be a man, Freddy. But yes, you can't want to. Then some movie, the new movie. The way I understand the office, every cat I say, there is no means.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
And you don't know I dare hard. Okay. You better tell you are ready for a bit of them.
Now, you say Udin Dada.
And no idea I was it me avoid it. Now, as politicians, I was saying now one year avoid this. Because you see the conduct of court, the next day on social media, how long? And you better continue with this life.
And
you better pleasing one. Are we pursuing justice? And after you think about soiling the image of our colleagues. It is about justice. Let's give the respect to the courts. Yes, nipa non court. Or you non court no shame. No say there be a same way there. Owura we ni hu ni asem onko ne ho so owura we asem na di no ye no asem bi ani ho na mom ye nya mi sha na no asem kra no ne ye de tom from am na ma obi aka ndi asa o say ya na ya de ha eh how eno na ye nyina ye ka say politics de ma sa ye sa bosma kotre ohun atade green anu aye green ohun yellow anu aye yellow and MPP were power. Na say bibia dia to social media sa nya no krakra ye ni obi atem na politician na wasmane aye na e kira dane aye nsa bi nya obi abi. Is that the case?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Enti yema pepe ye enya adwuma. Na obia mu se owura kwalo Dauda obesoman oni boni bia na oye ever willing se obeba na no yie no wabeyi na no court ha obia ene ho.
Honorable ma ye nase papa bibia ni na e wose ye san ba wo bio a ye besan ba bedi nkomo why
le jina mi owura kwalo Dauda ni na me smada mase sama mai kwan na ye nso matie na sembi oda mo ase
next time na wose ye di koko hu nkomo se wate over 1 million tons
no koko hu nkomo de obi ko fa asoma bo
the next time you ready go home come why Martin with us papa honorable Opoku ni chain and Kano MPS na for South constituency Ekosiisen na high Asempa 94